Hi everyone, welcome back to the Elden Ring 100% walkthrough. We are beginning at the underground roadside grace, which you should have unlocked already from us racing to the Dung Eater. So there is some loot in this hallway. I can't remember which end it's at. There's a set to get. Yeah, it's right there. So we are gonna have to fight one of these guys. As you see, these guys are terrifying. They're just absolutely terrifying. So we don't actually have to fight. We're just getting the loot in the hallway for now. That ladder is where we want to go down. So we're gonna go back and rest. Alright. Now you don't have to fight him. Goal's not to fight him if we don't have to, because you need to spare your heals. Because especially when you first get here, you're not going to be very good at fighting them. Because you haven't had much practice. There's just that one, catacombs in Liurnia, and they were much weaker then. Alright, so you definitely want to avoid falling off the pipes here. You want to be really methodical and careful here. And then there's one up there, which I think he's in the pipe. Sometimes they'll be dumb and they'll just kind of fall to their deaths. Like that. They're very, very bad at pathing, so it's kind of comical. Now, when you get... Oh, there he is. He's on the edge, so we can't get to him. Okay. And yeah, I'm kind of conserving mana as well. This is a very, very, very tough section. He'll probably fall. In general, when we're making our way through here, just kind of pay attention. You can fear that another one showed up. It's hilarious if he came down behind us. There's one there, which I think we can reach from here. Let's see. Nope, okay. Get a little closer. That guy will fall to his death, yeah. Okay, so we do need to get a shackle for Moog. This is for those of you that... Actually, I guess first let's... I'm trying to remember if there's anyone going to drop down here. Like, you just really don't want to go quickly through this area. That's the big advice I can give. You want to stop, study, see where everything is. Take advantage of the fact that you have a ranged spell that can knock those guys off. Hang on, let's get rid of don't really need that on our bars. Alright, so you're gonna get jumped here. And again, we're just study, study, study. There's another one. So making it this far and having used only one heal is great. You can hear the ash down below us. Okay. Oh, come on. Alright. So in terms of loops, we're going to have an Omen enemy up here, so we can... I think we're good to like blow our flask and everything. You could see, like, I fully buffed and that was rough. So that gets a shadow bait, which basically lets you summon a little shadow that holds aggro. Alright, so after doing that loop, the scary thing now is we need to fall down and fight lobsters. And these lobsters are terrifying. Just absolutely terrifying. We're probably going to die here. Let's see, what's my rune situation? Okay. 110k runes. Okay. We opened the shortcut, so we are going to go back. I just don't want to lose these. Alright, so I'm gonna start pumping endurance. Because I want to be able, right now I'm wearing both, in order to handle this Crucible armor, I'm wearing both Ertree's Favor and the Arsenal Charm. So you should be able to, like, run past this guy and run past the other guy. Because we're gonna fall down to the pipes. And if we die, it won't matter now. Cannot emphasize enough how terrifying this section is. So you want to be at full health, and you want to buff everything, because these guys are... Wait, did I forget to rest at the... Oh no, I didn't. I leveled up, right? Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's that I accidentally used the wrong potion. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. It doesn't matter. Alright, so there are 2 lobsters. You want to bring one over? Yep. I thought that I would stop the grab with the Ordovas. Okay. God. You see how awful they are, and the other one has been attacking us? See that? They really are like one of the most terrifying enemies in the game. They're like a boss fight. And they're unrelenting. Input reading. You see how that it's just like hit, 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 hit. We used all our heals just to fight those guys. They are unbelievably hard. There's an ash in here. Or sorry, I call them ashes when they're scarabs. Alright. That gets us Mohg's Shackle, which you can use if you're going to shackle Mohg. This works on both versions of Mohg. There's a Mohg in here who's the weaker baby Mohg, and then there's the real tough Mohg, you know, over in the underground area where we were farming and stuff. And yeah, you can see that, like, this place is absolute, those lobsters are absolute hell to fight. So now you can go this way, and it's like, hey, what's this? And you see there's a grace. There's an actual catacombs in here. Alright, let's see, what have we got? We got Mohg's Shackle, we unlocked the Grace. So now we can head up the lift. We're not going to do the catacombs just yet. But you could go over here, see there's this lift up. Oh, I don't know if there's anything there or not. If it was just a glove ward. Now there's a guy here who looks like, hey, wait a minute. Who are all these people? But if you go over here, go in here, and then hit here. There's a snail in here, and he's responsible for summoning these things. When he dies, they'll die. You can see the Halodrake Talisman +1. Lever. Which makes these stairs. And this is another shortcut. We're back in the room here. Okay. Okay, so now we're getting to the maze part of this. I'm trying to make this place, you know, manageable. Because a lot of people, I remember this is probably one of the places that I died the most when I first this. Now, if you remember, this is the path we took to the Dung Eater. I remember there were rats in there hiding. Now remember, the Dung Eater was... The Dung Eater was forward, past the plants, right? But we've been there, we've done that. This time now we're going this way. Okay, I did have my light on, just making sure. Now there are holes that are trying to trip you up here. So... You want to jump over 2 holes here? So just go really slowly, like... so that you can follow what I'm doing. These slugs, for the most part, just don't mess with you, other than that they interfere with lock-on. Okay, so you can see that there's a hole, we want to jump it. Okay, and there's a second hole. See, someone put a sign there to try to be helpful. So we're jumping that hole. We're not going down yet, so we stayed on the top level. Okay. And then there's a way down that way and a way down this way. We're going through the gate. Getting this loot here. Okay, so this room kind of sucks. There's a guy there, but his buddies are going to come too, so... Oh, I managed to not get his friends. So what usually happens is 3 of them come. So we're gonna go up here. This is a shortcut essentially. Which, you know, we could just like race and open, I guess. Oh, did we manage to not aggro him? Oh. Nice. If they actually don't aggro unless you turn around. So we could flip the lever, and then if we could die to them, it's like whatever. Okay. Neat trick, okay. So, let's see. That was a good performance right there. Elden Lord. Alright, so let's see, we get the shortcut. So now what we want to do is made that shortcut. See where Dovis is just like the beast here. I don't really have to kill these guys, I'm just... But she could literally trade, right? So what I wanted to do was... Oh, we still haven't gotten that one. Okay. Though we've unlocked both gates on both sides. So now what we want to do is we're going to go back and go down the ladder. We went the wrong way. We're an idiot. Okay. Hang on. Just reset, reset, reset. We're going back down the ladder where the rats were, and we're going to fall down the hole where, you know how we jumped over 2 holes in the pipes? This time we're not going to jump the hole, we're going to fall in it. Don't really care about fighting these rats because we're going to fall. They can't get to us once we fall. show that. You can see that's a dead end this way. You come through here. Get a stone sword key. Now, there is a path that gets you over there, but there's not really anything over there that's interesting. So you can go do it if you want, but one of those big revenants pops up, and you can hit him with a heal and kill him, but like, there's not really any reason to do that. So now what we want to do is go back, and we're going to go through the shortcut door that we opened. And that was, I believe, this way. So he might aggro. Let's see if we care. I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. Oh, mistakes were made. It was the other way. Okay. Reset, 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 reset. We're actually making reasonably good time in this place. So we actually want to go this way. And I don't think they'll follow us. We'll see. So this way, carefully drop. There's an ash. How did I miss that? Sorry, a scarab. In my head, they're just always ashes, because so many of them drop ashes of war. Where are the nomad ashes? Are they here? Oh yeah, we gotta get past the... Gotta get past all these poisonous flowers and stuff. I think our lights are out again. It's funny. You can actually see down there. Or if there's anything over here. Oh yeah, there is. We're not ready for this part yet. Soon, TM. Oh. Failing at flower. Okay. Then there's a big flower down here. Oh, miserable. Okay, fine. And what you want to do here? Would we rather be in poison? Oh, hey. Alright, so we kill everything and get our ashes. Nomad ashes, where are you? Oh yeah, up here. Oh, hang on. Wait, that's where I just was. I'm an idiot. Hang on. So we come down, fight these guys, and they go this way. And you get the Nomad Ashes. Oh god. Did they both die? Did they actually both fall? That's hilarious. Okay. Alright, and then from here... Do we actually... I can't remember if there was a way to fall here. I think there's not. You have to go all the way back. Let me double check though. Alright, I've got Nomad Ashes. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now we're doing the section where we go past the basilisks. I call them basilisks, but I'm not sure where I got that term, if that really is what they are, or if I'm making things up. So now we're going through this tunnel. I see one there. When you check this, notice it does not open from this side. Oh god. They're terrifying. Alright, so there is going to be an Omen enemy here. See Ordovas is just like a beast against these guys. Hit the Omen Bear. Oh, Golden Centipede. Okay. And there are two things to do here. Oh, not here, but so when you get over there eventually, notice that there is a ladder that needs to be kicked down. So we don't want to forget to do that. So here... we are finally opening the door that goes back to the Grace. Which is pretty cool. Lets us just... now we can run, you know, straight across. Wonder if we've got any kind of like giant rune. We do. Let's get ourselves a level. See, that should be very close. Perfect. Now we can just die. Oh, we're level 121. Closing in on the end-game level. Where did this guy come from? He wasn't there before. Alright. So what you actually want to do here is jump on this pipe. I hear an ash like there was something we missed. debating, like... I really didn't think we missed an ash, but I hear it. So a reminder, just... And there he goes. He fell. So he's no longer an issue. So there's several things we want to do here. Kind of pointing out that you can go here and then you can fall here. Then there's this guy. There's the guy that we, like, knocked down. Don't have to kill him, but... Oh! Pay attention. I get distracted by hitting something irrelevant. You can hear the ash. It's driving me crazy. I feel like I forgot... Or Scarab, rather. So now we're on the other side of this room that I was talking about, and here's where you kick the ladder down. Right? And then you want to fall into this pipe. Alright, here's where things get really, really confusing. So, what I recommend doing here is putting down a stone. This reminds us of which way... Actually, let me decide which way I'm going first. And then we'll mark it so we know which path we've taken. So we want to take the northeast path, so we're going to drop something here to indicate that's the path we're taking. And those are rainbow stones, which we should have tons of because we haven't used them at all this whole game. Alright. So now when we see that, when we come back here, it'll be like, okay, this is where I was. Actually, I want to make sure that's the right, I'm trying to remember what was this way. Hear the ash. Maybe we just get the ash real quick. Wait, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna deviate. Hang on. We're just gonna go back. Do things the way in the order I originally did. All right, so. We want to skip the first hole and fall through the second hole. So go very carefully here. Alright, so we're going to mark, because we haven't gone that way yet, so we're going to mark that we've been this way. At any given intersection, we'll push, well, debating whether I want to mark this or not. I think I can remember. Well, we'll do it. I almost wonder if it would be better to have marked, like, where I haven't been. I don't know. Okay. So we're going to jump this hole. We're going down the second one. Alright. So this is how you get to the end. So I think, what should I do? If you fall down the first hole, it's really, really bad because you end up back where you shouldn't be. But I think I want to explore and do the rest of the paths. But this is the way to get to get to the end. So that was just a loop. Oh, okay. So then the only other place we haven't been is... The first hole's a trap that will take you to a bad place. Right? So you want to watch out for that. And then purple was where we came in. So the only other place we haven't been is this way. Which involved 2 paths. 3 paths. We'll right-hand rule this. Smithing Stone 8. Well worth coming down here to get. And that was just a Healy thingy, so we don't care. Right hand rule. Doing the right hand rule means always go right. Guaranteed that you will hit every path. Right hand rule. Just another ash. Because I didn't see it and don't know what it was, we're gonna come back in. Because it might have been a smithing stone. I think it actually was a somber. And I don't want to miss it. Oh, okay, it was nothing. Hey, it could give us backup blast. Okay, right hand rule. Right hand rule. Right hand rule. Continuing our right hand rule. And that takes us to here where you could fall and go back to where you were. So we obviously don't want to do that. Right hand rule continues to apply. For those who don't know what the right hand rule is, it's basically just in a maze, always go right. And eventually you'll go through every path if you're consistent. So eventually we should come back to our stone that we dropped. Oh, I wonder if our stones go away. They do. Okay. This is where we dropped in. So we're now back to the holes. So remember, second hole is what we want. Oh, stuff stayed dead, but it's a rainbow stones. That's interesting that rainbow stones vanished on logout. That's like interesting to know. I don't think we ever went down here. Oh no, that's the loop. That's right. There's a simple little loop with a rat, which we did. This is the first hole, which we jump, because it'll put you in a place you don't want to be. And then second hole is the path out. Which is like right up here. So now we fall. See, things are getting interesting. We've got some frenzied dudes. If you want to, you can open this shortcut. This will allow you, if you do fall, So now if you do fall in that first hole, you can get back. Because you'll fall here. So now they're connected, which makes things much less bad. Falling through that first hole is just like such an annoying, brutal thing for them to do to you. Okay, so now we're gonna go down. And then we've got ourselves a big jar. Whenever you're allowed to get off the full Ordovus, it's just like the most brutal attack, right? I have made the pot boys angry. Okay. Go over here. And then take the lift down. And here we are, ready to fight Moog. And you can use the shackle if you need to. This guy has a pretty difficult moveset to learn. But this is like baby Moog, so he's like training wheels Moog. He doesn't have a phase 2. But yeah, I struggle with this. I've always struggled with Moog. Like, I've always found it really hard because his attacks are really, really delayed. And I just, like... I get roll caught by him all the time. Because I'm just bad. Okay, he's going to be in here. This is the boss room. So, time to buff. He's very, very resistant to fire. So that's something to know. Lightning works fine. And of course physical, like using Ordovuses, is going to be fine. So you gotta like respect his moves. Yeah. See, I tried to like, I've never actually used Ordovus on this guy, so I got greedy there. I was just hitting him with Ordovus and not really respecting. His windows are narrower than you think. You think he's like big and slow, but he's really not. And you can of course shackle him, which I could demonstrate, I guess. Let's see. Because I don't want to shackle the real Moog because I want to do that big fight, but Baby Moog is a good example of showing you how this works. So we'll do it on Baby Moog here. Alright. Oh wait. Alright, so what you do is you run in and you just hit him with it, and it'll let you hit him some. See what I meant about the... It can be hard to even get a... See, I haven't even been able to get the shackle off. And see how he roll caught me there? That's what he does. It's like, even when I got him, he's so hard it doesn't even help. Oh, I wasn't close enough. Anyway, that's how it works. And you can see that he hits from a mile away. He does the ranged attack. Everything is oddly delayed, so it's really, really hard to like... supposed to... You can see how horrible this guy is. Like, he's one of my hardest bosses. See the delay? It just makes it really, really hard to... And that you gotta roll into. And that always impales you. I'm gonna have to get a lot better to do Moog, the real Moog. Because that was really bad performance. That gets you Moog the Omen trophy though, and you get the Blood Flame Talents Incantation. But I call him Baby Moog, but he's actually, you know, if you've never fought Moog, he's gonna be really hard. And like I said, I have some kind of like, I could like beat other bosses much more easily than him. Like I have some kind of disability when it comes to Moog. Like I just get, I've pulled him so many times and I cannot time. And in the real Moog has a phase 2 that's just unbelievable in its difficulty. I think Moog's the hardest boss in the game unless you deliberately do things to cheese it and avoid the phase. So back here is a secret passage. If you just kind of run into it, jump into it. If you look, sealed by Morgoth the Grace-Given. So he's locked something down there. So that's a mystery. So we'll have to like come back after we've beaten Morgoth. Make a note that we haven't done this. Alright, now we can level up. I'm gonna keep doing endurance. Did I actually put on the better Erdtree seal? I did, okay. So now we could start like, we could start playing around with like, have I raised things enough to... Nope. Alright, so that's all we have left now is the catacombs, which is kind of its own thing, so we'll do that in another episode. But that's it for the Subterranean Shunning-Ground. So in the next episode, we will be finishing the capital. So until next time.